So we're gonna go to 248. I probably could have done this on the induction burner, but I did not. So we're gonna pour it slowly down the side of the bowl. Remember, it's gray because I added a little bit of black food coloring. I spilled some hot sugar syrup down the outside of my bowl. This is very, very hot, so you want to be careful. It's a little bit easier to clean it up when it still is a bit warm, but just be careful not to touch it. Just use a damp rag. So just like the Swiss meringue, we're gonna let this beat away until it cools down. It's very hot right now. We just added super hot sugar to our egg whites. So this is really warm to the touch. And we gotta beat them until their meringue becomes stiff and shiny and cool down. And then we're gonna fold that into our almond flour, icing sugar, Oreo crumb mixture. And then we're gonna pipe that onto our silicone matte line trays. Pop them in the oven. My oven's at 400 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and I just have a standard, like regular oven, electric oven. So as soon as I put them in at 400 degrees, I'm gonna drop the temperature to 325. And that method is very different. This is the Italian meringue method for French macarons. You can pipe them and directly put them into the oven, whereas the French method, you make a French meringue, fold it in just like we're gonna do, but you pipe them and you have to let them sit until they develop like a skin over them. So if you've made French macarons before, I find most people generally start with the French method. I like the Italian method more. Is there liquid in your almond sugar cookie? Yes. So like half of the egg white goes into here, and this is equal parts almond flour, icing sugar, a little bit of Oreo crumbs, and then I put half of our egg whites into this. So it's like a thick paste. And this is what we're gonna fold our meringue into. That's also actually different from the French method. So Italian meringue method, half of your egg whites go into your dry mixture, half of them you whip up and make into this Italian meringue. French method, you just fold in your French meringue into your almond flour and icing sugar method, I believe. Yeah, Quake, practice making some macs. Macarons are a bit tricky, but they just take practice. You just gotta practice, and you'll get it. So this probably looks pretty white to you. It is a little bit gray. I might put a little bit more food coloring in just to make them a little bit more gray. You made your best so far choux puffs on Thursday. Nice. Choux pastry is one of my favorites. I love choux pastry. So good, so versatile. Do you ever put a crackling on the outside of your choux pastry? I love doing that. I love the way it adds a little crunchy sweetness. Although you have to be making like a dessert choux for that. Fingers crossed, I applied for the American Bake Off